Hello, can you turn on the camera? Today you are the only one. Han Yet may be coming in later or may not be coming in later. Thank you. According to that, you say you might come in later. How was your result? You got your report book already, my dear? How? How lah? You knock your head. I also you don't answer me, brother. How is like
It's
that?
okay.
Is what?
It's okay.
All pass ah.
Yeah.
So which one is your strongest subject?
I think it's history.
Oh, so are you taking history next year? Well
Yeah.
done. Okay, so are you taking AMS is compulsory, right? Is it compulsory for your school?
Yes.
What school again?
Wuhua.
Huh?
Wuhua.
Wohua. Where is it the school near at? Near where?
Jurong West. Lakeside MRT.
My goodness, you stay there.
Yeah.
Wow, that means you go to Jurong Point very often now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I used to have a shop there with my boss, Jurong Point. Yeah, oh, that one quite big, a lot of nice food also. Okay, anyway, your English overall
I forgot.
B or A? You got a report book, you forgot?
A B.
B3, right?
Yeah.
B3, yeah. So are you happy with everything? What are you going to do next for next month? Going for holiday?
Yeah.
Overseas to China?
No. Just either stay at home or just go out.
Okay lah. Okay. Please enjoy the November for 1 month a while. Because set 3 is really a very, very tough journey. Trust me, okay? It's a lot of new combination subjects that is different from set 1 and 2. Okay, just enjoy yourself as much as you can. All right. No, seriously, you need to, because after that set 3 is all the way Chong all the way to set 4 already. And your path is not for set 4 after that. Your path is all the way to your A-level in university, yeah? Okay, let's talk about today, the last topic for this month, not the last topic, the last lesson for this topic for this month. Next month, we have the Air, Land, and Sea Transport 41 lesson, 25th of October. Let's talk about what are we going to talk about? Yes, we are going to talk about police and army. So from this picture here, what can you see? What is the difference from this picture? So let me start now. Since we are just exam just over, we want to practice your oral presentation skills. So let's use your so then how skills and the 8W and 1H skill, and using by the pictures that you know in your oral, right? You will have this presentation skill and talk to your teachers and how showcase your talents. Now, what's the different police and military police is actually oh, somebody send me they say 晚点加入. Okay, so military police is different from the police. What is the difference really? What can you tell the kind of difference?
One of them is go to war, and one of them is like protect citizens and enforce law in the country.
Very good, very good. But which one is protecting the law and order? The one on your right, with the motorcycle, right? Yeah. So yeah, I think you unmute lah. Don't mute lah. Don't mute it lah. Just when you need, you're the only student here at this point of time. Okay, so don't mute it lah. So when you talk, it's easier. So you know in your set 2 history, right? You study the Japanese occupation in Singapore, right?
Yeah.
Have you heard of this Japanese word called the Kampatai?
Yeah.
Your history very good, right? Who is the Kampatai anyway?
The Japanese military police.
Well, they are really a crazy asshole. Sorry to use crazy guy, really asshole. Later I show you some of the slide. One of them was really a torture to the Singaporean Chinese. Have you watched the 叶问第一集吗？你没有看叶问第一集？
No.
啊？你没有看电影的？
No.
Hey brother, get a life next month. Go and watch as many movies as you can.
I watch anime.
You don't watch
Yeah.
You watch anime Okay lah. Okay, fair enough. Anime is also good but depends on what. Some animes are damn freaking violent. This year when DG they will talk about how the Japanese occupation and Kampatais are the military police who catch deserted soldier running away from the war or from the duties, right? So with this military police, the one with a German Shepherd, I will presume is a German Shepherd, a very famous dog in the K9. And these K9s, actually, this dog help this military police, maybe they are on guard, ready to attack, ready to pounce maybe an enemy or an object coming towards them. You know, in World War II, very sad. I think the Russian took all the dogs with the bomb strike on their body and went direct to the tank and then detonate and kill themselves together with the tank. You know, imagine you're the owners and you train the dog so well, and then the dog knowing that by putting the bomb on their body and go and commit suicide, kamikaze, very sad, right? But of course, you know why they do that, because during World War II, all the men have been killed in the war. You know, that's the only way. So the dog also sacrificed their life. So whether in the military or police, dogs, the canines are actually not just a man's best friend, but it is also a kind of loyalty, faithfulness, and protections for their master. And they also sacrifice their lives as and when they need it. Really. Do you go back to China? Yes, right.
Yeah,
Have you which part of China? Do you go to Guangzhou? I heard Guangzhou 很多人吃狗肉。
I don't go there.
Oh, okay. No, just asking. You eat meat, right? Obviously, no, sorry, you're not vegan. You eat meat. If
Yeah,
someone, let's say you go to China, Singapore definitely confirm cannot. You will be a big criminals and crimes. If you go to China, somebody offer you this meat and then he tell you 这是狗肉，你会吃吗？
no,
我说你吃，我给你1000元、
no.
10000元。
I'll consider it.
Bloody hell，10000元你就吃鸡蛋糕，你出卖你的狗朋友，你给我100万我都不吃狗肉啊。不过我吃 turtle meat before but yeah, I think it's not nice to eat turtle meat. So yeah, that's how it works. Okay, and the police you'll see on the motorbike. Yeah, Singapore have this kind of traffic police with this kind of motorbike riding on it. But I feel that these police officers looks more gung ho, look more solid. I'm not saying the traffic police in Singapore is not solid, but you see the way they dress, wow, it's damn hot like wearing like that. I think I perspire like shit. So yeah, that's my presentation for these two pictures. Back to you, Judy. And you get 1 minute to rethink about what you want to say. Okay, I'll come back to you. Right. Okay, guys, are you ready? Let's go.
I think the police, right, enforce law inside a city. Then the military police is an army that will fight for the country.
No, based on this picture, you have to base on the picture and talk.
Oh,
You must base on this picture and talk. You see the right, you can say the front ground, the middle ground, and the background.
well, the police background is like a city.
It's like in the desert, right? You realize it look like a desert, no?
No, the police.
Oh, sorry. 哎呀，对不起。Yeah.
The
The
police
city.
background look like the police
It's
background
confirm
look
a
like
city. It's a city. Yeah. Sorry.
The police background look like a city, so it means that the police like work in a city. Yeah, and enforce law there. And the motorcycle means like it's a means of transport to like to catch people that's not abiding the law.
You can say the motorcycle is easily to maneuver, to move about, right? To turn here and sway through, to cut through a heavy traffic, so that you can reach the destination in a safe and fast and and smooth way. But you know, by looking at the motorcycle, it's so bloody huge. Okay, carry on.
So the military police, the background is like a desert. So it means like the military police often doesn't work in the city and in like other areas there's like nobody lives there to to protect citizens, to protect their country's border. Then the dog show that they are very well trained and they can fight with the person handing it around.
Okay, what on the last part? Sorry, my fight what? Fight against crime.
Huh?
What did you say just now?
Or the dog can help the owner to fight.
Fight what?
Fight.
Fight what?
Like fight the people. Like invaders.
Not only that, the dogs also can help to find detonations, right? Mines. They also can help to find survivor, correct now? Sometimes the survivors are covered with rubbers, 好像地震有吗？四川大地震 and then also can find in the place where they help to search for some clues. Like for example, the guys ran away, you know, they can smell and then they can trace. All right, yeah, next one. That's all. Okay. So the army is more important for a country overall. Wait, I make it bigger. The army is more important for a country overall security because it is responsible for protecting the nation from external threats such as invasions from other countries and terrorism, and also intrusion. Okay, invasion can. Without a strong military background, without the strong military power, a country will be vulnerable to attacks and also become a slave. Okay, become a colonized. While the police are important for maintaining peace and order and internal security, the army safeguard the country's existence. I like that. In an international standing, making its role more important than the police. Fair enough. Okay, your turn to read this, please.
I chose police because being a police officer is often considered safer than being in the army because it typically involves working in local communities rather than active war zones. Police officers risk crime face risk like crime or emergency situations, but they are less likely to be deployed into dangerous combat areas. Hence, it will be much safer to be in the police than an army officer.
Well, not true, especially now if you are, imagine you are now in US. Whether you're a police officer or soldiers, you're still quite dangerous. You see, it depends on country where you stay. Let's be honest. If you stay in country like Brazil or even in South Africa, oh my goodness, good luck to you. Or even Holland, where you know the guns that side is like wow, free and easy. But you say you stay in Japan, Korea not really. Singapore, yes, you know. All right, the crime rates are not so high, but well maintained. But they do have crimes. You know, recently, Juni, in Clementi, got this guy, 51 years old, go and take a knife and poke at the 46 or 41 years old. In Clementi, you heard about this story? You know, right? And then the poor man on the way to hospital died. Good luck to the 51. It's considered a murder and he's going to have death sentence. So we know about this one. Now, the next thing we're going to move on is to cover the, what do we have here? Okay, where's this? Okay, here we go. So today we're gonna talk using the apps, the WhatsApps here. Not WhatsApp, sorry, the apps. Yeah, not the apps, website. Okay, this is the Singapore Police website. By the way, Junie and Hanya, if you are listening and watching the videos, you guys will be very involved in this topic next year in Sec3 Social Study. Have you bought the book already, Junie? Social Study book, no. You know that subject is a compulsory subject. Okay, and this subject will tell you something like this, like, okay, I'm going to share with you. So what is police duty and how it is. Look at this. This is a 1950s vehicles. Wow, very old. Now you don't see this kind of vehicles. Even you want to go and catch thief, I don't think you can win. Because nowadays the cars on the road is much faster than these 3 or 4 times or 5 times. You are this kind of vehicle and catch thief, good luck to you. But at that time can, because all their horsepowers are around this kind of speed. And this is like a Beetle cars. Wow, the police have to buy this kind of only 2 doors. And can you imagine the lockout of the prisoner, not prisoner, the criminals behind? Okay, let's go for this, okay? Formed in May 1820. Remember, Junie, you study your William Farquhar, right? When Sir Stamford Raffles came in 1819, he set out a police after 1 year later in 1820. And in year 2020, Junie, that's where Uncle Raymond joined the volunteer police force 200 years later on. And guess what? The following year, I got an award for being a part of the Singapore Police Force. And awards that is a commemorate for the centennial medal. Okay, this is once in a lifetime, 200 years. So the Singapore Police Force is one of the oldest government organizations in Singapore. From our humble beginning of only 12-man team. So in 1820, that means there's only 12 or less than 15 police officers. Okay, and led by Francis James Bernard, we have grown from strength to strength in tandems with the nations. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why I feel that I'm being proud to be a part of the Singapore Police Force. So today we are a strong force of 15,000 regulars. This is 15,000 regulars. That means you get paid by your mommy, daddy, taxpayer money to become a police officer. They got civilian staff. That means they don't wear police uniform, but they are civilian staff like the CID, the plainclothes police officer, or even back ends officer, and full-time national service. So full-time national service are like my ex-student who after their A-level and poly, they either go to army, go to police, or go to Singapore Civil Defence Force. Okay, so some of them will join the police and then they become the national servicemen. So that means they are 2.5 years or 2 years they are police officer. That means they will follow the regulars and do all these patrollings, catching crime, preventing crimes, deterring crimes, all these things. So amalgamated by volunteer police, that's me. I'm a volunteer police. But when I don on the police uniform, I'm one of the police officer. I have the warrant card. I can arrest someone if they are breaking the laws against the law or want to harm somebody. And operationally ready police national servicemen that Junie, that has kept Singapore as one of the safest country in the world. So Junie, so 18 years old, you definitely have to go to serve the national service, right? So if you are given, I mean, you got no choice now. The government will deploy you, either you go to army, police, or SCDF. But if you are given a choice now, which one would you want to go?
Police.
Police also. Okay. So I hope I'm still around the police force. If one day I see you in the police, I need to salute you. I need to salute you. That's why I salute to my ex-students who are in the police force. Okay. Maybe can. 4 years later, now next year you're 15. Yeah, 4 to 5 years. I'm still in the police force. The retirement age for me, in the police force is 63 years old. So got chance. I'm now 55. Okay, let's look at this one. Julie and Hanye, if you are watching, I think Hanye is having this this carnival or something like that in the school. So 1820 is where William Farquhar started the police departments. For 6 years, the establishment of the Singapore Police Force. 6 years. It took them 6 years to do it well. Fair enough. And then from 1826, the police force expand to fighting rising crime in a flourishing town. So, Junie, you remember that when Sir Stamford Raffles found Singapore, right, they opened up the Singapore port to various parts of the world, correct now? So the Chinese, the Indian, the Arabs, all different countries flock into Singapore. Of course, they will bring their own culture, their value, traditions. This will learn in their social study next year. And guess what? When they bring their culture and differences, they will sure fair enough, will sure have some discrepancy and arguments and quarrel, right? And of course, they'll bring them their secret society. So in 1820, China back then, if you start, sorry, you may not have the chance to study the China history in Sec 3, even you take history as a subject. The back in the old days, 15 years ago, yeah, around 10 or 12 years ago, they still study about China history, about the secret society coming to Singapore and form. I think you study in your history textbook. And until 1970s or early 80s, 1980s, there are still a lot of criminals and gang in Singapore. And guess what, Judy? Uncle Raymond at that time was young and innocent. I don't know. I nearly joined a gang. I wish I say gangster. Thank God, Judy. I did not join the gang. I was about to join the gang. If I were to join a gang, Judy, with the record I have, I'm sorry, I won't become a teacher and police officer. So don't ever make a stupid and silly and very subtly stupid mistake. So please make sure that you're on the right track. Okay. Then 1872 to 1942, that was during the war. Okay. Modernizations under the street settlements. You know what is street settlements, Junior? Right, tell me. Yes, Judy, I'm mute your mic, tell me. What is street settlement? Better. I can see my face now. Oh, you're typing. Why you cannot talk to me, man? Oh, you're eating. Eat lah, never mind lah. I can type, I can talk. It's okay. Alamak. You're the only student here, no worry. Which country or which place is the street settlements? You can type what? Which one? You know which place are street settlements? Consist of which place? Yes, Jenny. Can remember or not? Just tell me. It consists of Penang, Malacca, and Singapore. That's why it's called the street settlements. Take note, Anyway, you are not going to learn in your set 3, but unless in the comprehension passage they come up. Street settlements consist of these 3 places: Penang, Bincheng, Maliujia, Malacca, and Singapore. PMS. Okay, take note, PMS. So because of these 3 places were being dominated and controlled by who? By none other than the British Empire. So these 3 are very smart, Julie. They purposely choose Penang, Malacca, and Singapore because it's near the sea. They control the seaport. Okay, the seaport. Until today, even after 200 years until today, they are still using Penang, Malacca, and Singapore as a port. So you look at the map from the Malaysia Strait of Malaya, 他们下来，对吗？那个船下来，它一定要经过槟城、马来西亚，然后新加坡，然后就去到中国的。然后从中国、菲律宾、台湾，它下来新加坡，它又去到哪里呢？就要去到 India 跟 Middle East 了。Just like the Suez Canal 啦。Wow. So 1945 to 19, okay, so that 3 years and 8 months because of Japanese occupation, the 3 years and 8 months not counted, okay? But after the war, they came back, restoring order in the aftermath of the war. You know, the British came back, right? A lot of people don't like them, you know, right? Because you know why? Because when the Japanese attacked Singapore, they ran away. You bloody hell. Then you run away, then you say you're the master, you run away, and end up we all become another slave to another Japanese. And the worst thing is all the Chinese was being slaughtered and killed and massacred by the Japanese. Just because we help the Chinese in China, they're not happy. Of course, we'll help the Chinese in China. You guys are the perpetrators and attack us for no reason and kill our people and destroy our homeland. Of course, I want to help my own people. But because of that, when they come back, you know what happened, Junie? The British want the Chinese to join the volunteer soldier. And you know what? I go and fight with the communist Chinese. Huh? 你头脑进水啊！在World War II，我捐钱给中国人、华人去打日本鬼子。现在你回来，你叫我穿 British Army uniform 去打我自己的同胞 Chinese。Hey, Junie, very funny, right? So they don't. But some of them they join, but because they maintain peace and orders. Knowing that, no, some of them they realize that they don't like Chinese communists because some of them are from Kuomintang. They support the Kuomintang. So that is a bit complicated. I'm just giving you some ideas. So after that, 1959, safeguarding the nation futures. 1965 is the year where Singapore's independence. Well, this is the years that's the worst. I think you studied at the Hotley bus, right, Johnny? The Hotley bus, Maria Hatot, the racial riots, all these three, is the one that this police, and of course, they are gangster fighting. They got the 369 gangster, they got these 18 crazy, all kinds of gangster name. They form a very different groups to control the whole entire of Singapore and also Malaysia. Okay. So 1965, after the independence and the breakaway from Malaya, Judy, then they decided to say, okay, we're going to secure in the nation. Instead, you see, it took so long. No? From 65 to 1983, they start to change and transform the Singapore police. Oh, you won't be surprised, Judy. One day you might came out from an editing, set 3, the editing and visual graphic text and comprehension passage and situation writings and essay questions is totally different from set 1 and 2 already. You have to take note. My advice is November, you want to play like hell, and Hanya, you want to play like hell, go ahead. But please read a lot. You need to read a lot. Just take it as a casual reading. Go to the library and borrow books and read, or read on the newspaper, because social study, actually, you need a lot of news. All kind of news. I'm conducting a social study class boot camp on the 4th of November. Okay, I'm conducting a social study class on 4th of November. And also a history class somewhere on the 15th of November. All right, let's move on. So in 1983 to 2001, partnering the communities in the fight against crime. Junie, you stay in HDB or condo or landed?
HDB.
你懂 HDB 楼下有时候你看到有个 police post 吗？有 police post 吗？有吗 ？Nearby 有吗？
Yeah.
以前这个 police post 很 active 的嘞，你懂为什么吗？Junie? They will have police officer inside, a few police officer, then they'll park their petrol car there or their bicycle or walk inside. Then they'll go around to the neighborhood to do patrolling, to checking on the things. But now you realize the MPCCs are empty. They only got one machine to report stolen goods, or you found some lost and found, and you go inside there and deposit the lost and found into the machines, and then my colleague will go there and collect the things and then give back to the respective owners. So the police now downstairs in your HDB block void that is no more a human factors. It's become just there for the sake of people to last minute want to report something. There's a camera there. There's you know, and Junior, when you go McDonald's, you go McDonald's and eat, I believe, okay? Not your parents, you alone, you're a big boy. Don't tell me your mommy have to hold your hand and go buy McDonald's. Oh my God, seriously, man, bro. Okay, you go to McDonald's. Do you go to the counter and buy from the auntie, uncle, or you go to the machine there and press?
What do you say again?
Do you go, when you buy, you go to McDonald's, you go to the auntie, uncle there to order McDonald's, or you go to the machine there and press?
When I have cash, then I go to the auntie uncle there to pay.
Cash, you mean cash?
Yeah. If I card, right, then I go to the machine because it's easier.
Okay. I was about to ask you this question. Which one would you prefer? Nothing to do with cash and
machine.
Machine. Why?
Because sometimes the cashier will not hear your order properly and order wrongly.
No, what? Maybe you open your mouth and say wrongly, what? You want apple pie, you say apple pie. No, not apple pie. You say you want orange pie. you want how should I say maybe when you say orange pie, you heard apple pie wrongly, or maybe you say you want orange pie, but you say wrongly apple pie. Maybe it's you are the one. Have you ever encountered this before?
Oh no.
Sorry, bro. I actually don't like to talk to machines. Every time when I order food, I will talk to the humans, whether cash or nets or payway, paylah, or pay whatever. I hate to press the machines. You know why? Because I like to talk to the customer, the service counter and say, hello, I would like to have a big breakfast, coffee without sugars, and I would like to have this one to add on a bit here. May I have more dish serviettes? I would like to have 10 packet of chili sauce and 3 packet of pepper and things like that. And I'm very nuts. When I go to the machine, I don't know how to order. But because you realize that, you see, now they have this machine in every neighborhood police post with the machine, because they are catering to these generations who are more comfortable to talk to a machine than to a humans. I don't know. In fact, some of my students, ex-students also tell me I prefer to use machines better and faster. I don't feel like talking to the auntie and uncle. Next, until today, 1983 to 2001, that was maybe 10 years ago, around 10 years, 20 years. Ponderating, okay. Now, 201 until now, we have developing some new capabilities for a new era. What new era? Can you read this out, my dear? The 11th, are you finished your food now?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
11 September 2001 attacks in New York and Washington, D.C., and the subsequent war on terrorism changed the entire operating landscape and forced the SPF to rethink the way the force operated. New capabilities such as bomb blast management, counter-assault measures, and other counter-terrorist measures were developed to deal with the new security environment. More recently, SPF geared up its counter-terrorism operational capability with the introduction of emergency response teams and in SITU reaction teams to handle incidents quicker. The SPF continues to engage the community through SG Secure to sensitize, train and mobilize sensitize, train and mobilize our community to prevent and deal with a terror attack.
So what happened now? You don't see those policemen with the pistol. Now you see most of them with this kind of rifle. Well, this one is damn freaking powerful. Because we realize the time has changed. So sometimes in your MRT station, you might see some of these, my colleagues, my fellow colleagues wearing this kind of uniform, or even they are very fully armed with bulletproofs, all these things. You know there is something taking place. So why, Junie, imagine a joke, imagine you are the criminals, okay, or you want to do something bad. When you want to do something to that particular place and you see these 5 gentlemen walking there, will you want to think twice or straight away you want to rob someone there? No, right? Why? Unless you are crazy, Why?
Because so
No way, right? Unless you are crazy, lah. You
yeah.
know you want to commit suicide, you don't want to chong with these people. You know, recently got this 17 years old Malay boy, you know what, want to take a knife and a scissors to go to Tampines West, some multi-purpose hall to go and stab non-Muslim male. Non-Muslim male, that means it can be Indian, can be Chinese, can be anybody that is non-Muslim. So it's very dangerous. Imagine this happens. It will be a very first case in Singapore that a stepping incident take place in Singapore soil with casualty and maybe death. That will really alert everyone and will affect the whole entire Singapore safety. So these people and all along, you see, has been checking on the website, in the internet. So Junie, don't ever type anything like how to make a bomb, how to kill the Chinese. No, seriously, how to make a bomb. how to bomb Istana, how to bomb the Ministry of Education. Don't do that, please, because your IP address are being tracked. The moment, now with the AI, Junie, correct now, it's so common, like, if the intruders, the terrorists can also use this, come on. I believe the Singapore Police Force and the Singapore Armed Forces will also have the capabilities to counter attack these terrorists, sorry to use the word, these idiots who want to destroy Singapore peace and prosperity. What's wrong with you guys, man? What's wrong, seriously? Why can't we live in peace? Who, you mean we are very peaceful countries who don't want to have anything to war against any race or religions. We welcome all race and religions, and this Anjuni, confirm, once you buy his social textbook, social study textbook, you will see this first thing in your this textbook about racial harmony. It's funny, I don't understand why they do that. My turn to read. In tandem with the evolving demographics, technological advancement is rising. Technological advancement, rising affluence and education, as well as to stay ahead of changing operating environments. Yeah, the NPC, the neighborhood police center systems, was further enhanced in 2012 to the current community's police system, COPS. I'm doing this. SPF also make full use of modern technologies to better manage change. Technologies adoptions is being strengthened with more video analytics, enables police cameras installed at public areas and equipping frontline officers with the necessary equipment for better sensing makings to fight crimes. You know what, Rajuni? Very funny. Back then, many years ago, when Singapore governments put a lot of cameras along the street, everywhere, most of them are like Geylang and Orchard Road. People, you know what they say to the social media, saying, wow, I got no privacy there, damn it. Huh? Everywhere I go, I get tracked. No, damn it. What kind of country is this, man? No freedom. Now got no freedom of speech. Now got no freedom of movement. Walao, bloody hell, stupid PAP, why you do all this thing to me? But now you look at me. Junie, not look at me, sorry. Now you listen. Do you feel safe when every time you go around there's camera? No, be honest, be honest. Do you feel safe now? Well, why? Why do you think you feel safe when you see when they started with camera, a lot of people complains no freedom, no privacy, 鸡蛋糕. Hey, hello, Hanye. Wait, Junie, wait. Are you there, Hanye? Relax, you turn on your camera. So, Junie, you feel safe that when you go to some places that there is camera around, is it? Why?
You asked if I think it's safe, right?
Yeah, no. Do you feel comfortable and safe and not intruding your privacy when you walk along a street, be it Orchard Road or anywhere, there are camera around, but not the camera eyeing on you, not like when you move, the camera move to you. No, it says the camera fixed there. You mean fixed, you know, like your HDB downstairs got some police camera, right? And then your lift also got camera, correct? Do you feel safe and good?
Oh yeah,
Do you like it?
I think it's okay.
You think it's okay? Why you think not confirm? Yes.
Because sometimes you doesn't respect my privacy.
There's some people don't like. They feel that they are tracking their privacy. That means those people who are afraid of means 你做亏心事了，对吗？that means it's something your back of your mind you're going to do something bad. That's why you feel unsafe. Hanye, are you there? Hanye 1, Hanye 2, Hanye 3, Hanye 4, Hanye 5. No that. Okay. So most of the time you will see this police officer wearing this on bicycle, but now seldom they are on bicycle already. They'll be on foot patrol or in other areas like on a car, petrol car, like this. Okay. So if you really want to join the police officer, even if you join the police, you see, now this is a scheme I joined Hanye and Junie. This is a volunteer scheme, which is Uncle Raymond is under this one. Okay, it's called Volunteer Special Constabulary community. It's called VSCC. So my uniform is really a very bright dark blue. Not really dark, pretty nice blue, sea blue, that kind of things. And I don't know. It's not this kind of blue, it's not this kind of blue. It's quite different blue. I'm not sure I showed you before my picture. Hi, Hanye. Are you okay? Thanks for coming in, my dear. Thank you very much. Hey, I think you got your result already, right? Your report book, right, today? Later, take a picture and send to Uncle Raymond. I'm sorry, I'm not interested in your result. It's my boss interested in all your result, okay? So they want to see. So if you guys has improved or what, hopefully I got some bonus at the end of the year. Okay, so I leave it to you. If you can, please kindly take a screenshot of your report book and send to Uncle Raymond. 谢谢你. So you want to join as a police, you can become a police officer. Okay, this is a website, Hanye, is about the Singapore Police Force a website. Okay, this is an original and true enough the website. So you got all these career map. Career map, you see, let's go career map. So you see, you can from diploma, you see, wow, you can got sponsorship. Well, yearly you got $700 learning and wow, so good. You got diploma sponsorship, you got degree sponsorship. Then after professional degree, you become postgraduate study and career transition. You know, you can become a what? A senior station inspector. How much is the salary? Let's see. Is there a salary scheme here? I haven't gone to this website before. Seriously, I'm sorry. I know this one. I'm in this one here. Okay, this is a uniform where. Okay, this is a uniform where. Okay, how much per hour? I think they stated here. I can't. Okay, this is a 3GCO. I mean, I'm overqualified 他没有放那个 salary 在里面，奇怪。So you want
like, scroll down, like all the way down. The last one. Then
可以放like 520 Wow, your eye for detail, damn you, man. Well done. 我1个钟头才5块2毛嘞，就你懂那时候是4块8毛还是4块6嘞？刚刚才起多8毛钱。Oh my God, so pathetic You know that time when interview Hanye, the big the very senior ranking officer asked me, why you want to join police officer? 1 hour only $4.60 or $4.80. Might as well you work in McDonald's, they pay you better. So I think I did inform you all right, tell you right. It's my passion to serve my country and protect my fellow citizen. So this one got 钱我们来看那个 protector 有没有钱？哇，35天 leave no wonder some of my officer can go to Paris, Europe and enjoy, man. 哎呀，我早知道 sign on police 啦。You see， 你看还有 sponsorship 你 daddy 妈咪不用给钱Direct entry to inspector, direct entry to sergeant。我 sorry 我多几年就要退休了，说是你们的天下，不是我的天下。但奇怪，他没有讲钱他只讲 benefit。还有 retirement fund Hanye就你 that means once you hit that 55你可能会拿到 a few, I think 30,000 or more don't quote me 30,000 or more哇，不错哇，I want but cannot Let me see. Seriously they never state the how much they pay Hanye 帮我看有没有钱？没有钱
starting salary.
来，有这个是 sergeant 我要看那个direct inspector， 你们是 inspector 是 degree holder， 哇，你看，就你 4,000 to 5,000，你这 5,000 6,000而且你们看医生是 free 的 if you are married, your wife also might be have subsidized there. 哎呀，你懂你做久哦，做你的行业 you might end up $8,000 a month with a degree, of course. Then you see, sign on bonus of 20,000. Oh my God, what did I miss? 不要看了，我是很伤心。Okay, this is a police. Let's look at this one. Whoa. As I said before, Uncle Raymond served in the 2.5 years in the Singapore Armed Forces. Then I served in the Ministry of Education for 7 years, and now I serve in the Singapore Police Force for coming 4 years. And guess what, Honey and Judy? I'm getting this third year the Best Police Award. The third year. Not bad, huh? I'm very proud of myself, and yeah, I'll continue to do my best to serve. But look at this one here. This is NS registration. So, Honey, if you are given a chance at the age of 18 years old, would you want to go for police as a national service or army as a national service or Singapore Civil Defense as a national service?
I don't.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
I'm not sure.
No, if let's say you are given a choice, which one will you want to complete your national service?
No, army lah.
Huh?
Army.
Army, this is the one, guys can look. This is the Navy. Actually, I want to go to Navy. I like the ship. This is a pilot, of course. Look at this guy already. This one is a cyber security. Cyber security. This is the one. Okay. Once you finish your 3 months BMT, you will get this rifle from your commander. Okay, there's a passing up parade. So this gentleman here, Mr. Ng Eng Hian, is a Ministry of Defense, Dr. Ng Eng Hian. So Hani and Junie, next year when you're doing your social study and set 4, you will talk a lot about this one. So in case you are going to do your social study project, please go to these 2 websites, the Singapore Police Force and the Ministry of Defense. Confirm you will help you. Okay, this is a real story, real things, a real website. The counter-terrorism or using drone. Okay, Zoom. This is where one or 2 of my students were the cyber security officer, lieutenant, sitting in this aircon room, but not easy. They're fighting crime. Then cyber defense. Everyone going in now? Hello, come on. Yo, what's so slow? Hey, quickly, what's so slow? Oh my God, this website is so slow. Sorry, I don't know why the website is so slow. If it's still not working, I'll change with you. Yo, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I think you can move, no? I don't know why. Oh, not it's not working. Seriously? Oh my God, give me a minute. Why it's so late today, Hanye?
I went to like briefing
Restring
in
your
school.
badminton racket.
Huh?
Restring your badminton racket, is it?
No.
Huh?
No. It's not like badminton racket or anything like that.
Oh, I thought you have a carnival or something like that. Why can't I reach? Oh my God, okay. Okay, look at the history. Let's look at it. Hanye, can you read this one for us, please? Although the NCF,
Although the SAF was established in 1965, and Singapore only gained her current version of the National Service Armed Forces in 1967, the history of her defense started long before that. The first local forces involved Singapore's protection were the Singapore Volunteer Corps, Rifle Corps. Through our current generation of armed forces, his worlds apart from SVRC of 1854, it still shares a commitment to excellence and loyalty to Singapore.
Yes. My daddy was in the British Volunteer Corps after World War II. So let's read on now. In 1819, that's where our dear friend Sir Stamford Raffles came to Singapore. I think you all finished your Set 1, Set 2 history already. Never mind, beginning of colonial rule, Singapore relied on the British forces. Okay, we know that. 1854, the creation of this, just now, Hani read already. Okay, in 1888, this one, the Singapore, artillery formation of the volunteer corps. Okay, in 1901, the SPA and other volunteer corps were consolidated into SVCC, Singapore Volunteers Corps, Army Corps. Now, this is where later on, like in 1915, the SPC acquitted itself extremely well in the Singapore mutiny, the attack that was fighting something like some people, some Indian were fighting with the British. And then in 1922, there was named the Strait Settlement. Hanya, do you know what is the meaning of Strait Settlement? Yes, Hanya.
I don't know.
Don't know. I also don't know. Ask Johnny，你不要跟我讲你不知道啊。Hello?
Is it Penang, Singapore, and somewhere else?
How did you say just now?
Is the street settlement Penang or Singapore or somewhere else? I forgot.
Forgot already. Okay, the Strait Settlements consist of Penang, Bintan. Okay, the Strait Settlement consists of three places. Penang, Malacca,
这个婆要
and
是这么大，
Singapore.
拿过来买个匕首。
开这箱。
Hello, 你好。Okay, so Hanye, Strait Settlement consists of Penang, Bintan, Malacca, 马六甲. Okay, sorry. Okay, Malacca and 新加坡 Strait Settlement. So 这三个是一个 port 来的，你懂吗？韩业 The port 就是那个船靠岸的。So 那个 Strait of Settlement 就是你懂那些船从那些 Middle East 跟Arabs country come down all the way, and then after that they go to China, Taiwan, and Philippines. Okay, so 1934 the Strait Settlement form. Okay, the Royal Navy naval form. So now they got land and sea, but no air. Oh, let's start with World War II. So 1941, the Japanese campaign into Southeast Asia, the British commander had thought that Singapore was an impregnable forest, but troops stationed here were inexperienced compared to the Japanese forces. Of course, the Japanese forces are more experienced because they have been fighting all the way from China down all the way to Thailand and down to Malaya and down all the way to Singapore. And don't forget this back in 1922 and 1934, they got this Malay regiment. The Malay regiment is where you go. Junior, have your teacher bring you to the Fort Factory now? Did they bring you the historical site Fort Factory in Bukit Timah where the General Perseverance surrender and then they signed with the Japanese? 有吗？ Junior 有去吗？ Huh? 你们没有去啊？ Wow, what a waste, man. That is the real history. I brought my student there. I really enjoyed it. And not all the Japanese are bad people. There are some good Japanese people who really help the Chinese a lot. Maybe not a lot, a few of them, not all. But most of the Japanese are really bastard. Sorry to use the word. At that time. So 10th of December, they came to attack. You know these two, Juni and have you know about these two ships? You study in your history textbook, 你不要跟我摇头啦。你忘记了啦，这样讲忘记了。It's in your textbook 啊，就你记得吗？你的 textbook 没有这个咩？这两只 destroyer the ship 就是 send 来 protect Singapore. Halfway through they were attacked by the Japanese Zero fighter, the planes. So they sunk in the Strait of Malacca. Before they can reach Singapore, they already sunk. So the British were fighting a losing battle, of course. And then February, this is the date. 你懂为什么？你懂你们有那个 Total Defense Day 吗？In every year February 对吗？就你行业的 Total Defense Day，记得吗？就是这个咯。他们 attack on Singapore soils on the second day of the Chinese New Year 嘞。初二 ，if I'm not mistaken，初二他们炸了整个新加坡 most of the places. For the next 7 days, the British put out a stiff resistance, but were no match for the Japanese. Volunteer forces also fought alongside regular forces in the battles of Bukit Timah and Pasir Panjang to fence off the Japanese, but they failed. So what happened? Despite all the efforts, Singapore surrendered. Or you know the history, we move on. Then May 1945, the war in Europe ended. Germany surrendered. Then back the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. This one you learned already. Then Singapore, the Japanese surrender. Then the Malay naval forces was formed by the colonial governments. And then the strict settlements, I told you the Penang, Malacca, and Singapore. 1949, they start to form these. Then the birth of SAF is the one sir. It's called you guys, if you are going to the army, you will have one sir and two sir. One sir is called the 1st Singapore Infantry Regiment. Very big, very huge. Very huge. When war, really Singapore got war, these are the one sir and two sir will come in. So Britain's, I'm not sure they changed or not. So far for my generations, we are, if you are at war in any countries, we are on standby. Okay, British agrees to Singapore self-rules. Okay, that's 1957, partial only. Then after that, Singapore grant full internal self-government, internal only, external 没有. Then 1962, they formed the second SIR, the army to defense. So when this Singapore joined the Federation, Singapore also divided, they got royal, this is joined with the Malaysian army. Okay, moving forward, and then after the last 2 years, in 9 of August, Singapore became independent. So Singapore had to defend its own self. They cannot depend on Malayan's army anymore, or the Malay Royal Navy. Okay, so no choice, right? So how? Ayo, bye-bye. So President Sukarno, you know about confrontasi not? Hani and Juni, 你们有读 right? The confrontasi, the two lieutenant, right? Came to Singapore and bombed the McDonald house, right? 有没有？有吗？ And one of my relatives was one of the victims was being killed by them. She was a very young girl, about 24 or 25 years old. Okay, so end up, you know what happened? Mr. Lee Kuan Yew had to flew all the way to Indonesia to give the wreath. 还要跟他们给那个花签给他们。Imagine they came to kill on my people, and you get my minister there to show that kind of respect. But this guy, to me, Sukarno is a useless president. After that, if you look at the Indonesian history. So after more than 100 years of British colonial rules, okay, and the two tumultuous years under the Malayan Federation, what happened? Singapore was declared independence. At that time, there are only 2 infantry. Take note. This is a bit of history. You might not touch on your history textbook. This will help you in your social study next 2 years. There's only 50 officers and 1,000 men. There was no Air Force. Singapore Armed Forces had to be created virtually from scratch. And they asked the Israeli army to come in to train the soldiers. You're eating out, honey. Are you able to read?
The Minister of Interior and Defense was established with the Goh Keng Swee as first minister. The key priority was to then build up the army into a credible force as soon as possible. With a small population and the need to channel resources into economic development, it was decided that Singapore's defense would be based on citizen armed forces. However, there was no military tradition in Singapore. The bulk of the population had traditionally held military service in low esteem. An intense educational effort was required to overcome such attitudes. Ministers, members of parliament, senior civil servants, and community leaders volunteered to serve in the People's Defence Force. In this way, it set an example and drove home the message that it was the responsibility of every citizen to defend the nation.
Yes. At that time, a lot of youngsters, they say, no, I'm not going to join the army. They feel that it's not worth it or no point, small country, but it become a compulsory. And the rest is history. Today, Singapore, you see the armed forces during the National Day parade, you can see how strong it is. Of course, please, got once a few students ask, you think China and Singapore fight, who will win? Oh my goodness, Hanye, Junie, you might laugh, right? Are you talking about COD? Maybe COD different story, huh? Hanye and Junie. Right, Hanye, why you look so stoned? Hanye, you agree not? Hanye, can you hear me? Hanye, can you hear me? If China and Singapore were to fight, who will win?
China lah.
China lah, I like the way you say. Junie,
Of course, China.
I like the way you say, of course, China. Yes. Then was to ask, then what is the point we do national service? Just take note, Mr. Goh Chok Tong once said before, Singapore is like a hornet. Okay, when you stun by hornet, then of course the hornet they pull out the sting, he will die, right? So 我可以用这个字吗？就你跟韩烈，你听过这个字吗？我跟你同归什么？听过吗？
归一尽。
对，跟你同归于尽咯。我跟你一起死了 ，kamikaze with you 咯。I kamikaze with you. I don't think, as far as I'm still alive, I don't think any country will want to attack Singapore. But if they do, yes, good luck. We will fight till the last breath. Okay. We also don't want to kill anybody. I also don't want to kill anybody during the war. Everyone will have their families, their loved one. Look at the Israel and Hamas war now. Okay, I really pity the Palestinians civilians. I don't know why the Hamas are so anti-Israel because of religions. You see, this also Hanye and Judy is also related to your social study textbook. So for goodness sake, you got your book list or not yet, no? Don't have, right? Because you don't know where you're going to, right? Your combined subject. When do you know your result? Judy?
Result of what?
Posting to what? Like triple science, double pure science, A math, history or geography. When do you know?
I don't know.
Huh?
I choose my subject already, by the way.
Yeah, how do you know?
Then I think they send in the email in, I think.
Email or SMS?
Yeah.
Please be actively look at it now. I think you don't need some of your friends will call you up one. Hey Junie, I got posted to this. Hanye also right, Hanye. Hanye 跑掉了. Okay, never mind. So all the way to look at this till now. Okay, the rest is maturing up to when? Wow, that's a long history. 20 established the digital intelligence. Commemorating of 55 years of national service. 55 years of national service protecting Singapore. Taiwan is compulsory for all males. Korea, South Korea also all males must be national service. Israel, male and female also must be go for national service. So Hanye, when are you getting to know your posting? For which course are you going to? Can you hear me, Hanye?
You see subject combi.
Yeah, when do you know next month, right? When?
I'll go for physics chem.
Okay, I mean, when will you know the result? That where you're posted to?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. Okay, Hanye, can you read this one?
Which one? Okay.
Yeah.
The army is the force that protects the country from external threats. The army can be deployed either inside Singapore to reinstate order or outside of Singapore to maintaining peace in the world. The army can be seen everywhere as most men will be recruited into the army at times of war.
Well, true, very true. Its has and whens is 24/7, 365 days. Hanye, your turn. Your like Wi-Fi lagging like that. Hanye, can you read your police one? Hanye,
Yes?
can you read the?
Sorry, I was lagging. Okay. I'd rather choose police. In times of war, the army must sacrifice their lives if needed to save the country from foreign invaders. This will result in many people losing their lives. However, most male Singaporeans will be called to serve the country. However, being a police officer, I would not need to deal with such cruel scenarios like death. Looking at the situation in Singapore, it'd be very hard for me to face a deadly team of people threatening to kill. Hence, it'd be harder to lose my life as a police officer than an army officer.
Don't talk cock lah, brother. Rubbish. Even the police also very dangerous in Singapore. Imagine one crazy guy were to take a knife or an axe charging you, correct not? Without you knowing. Or while you're battering something out of the nowhere, the fella can come out and snatch your pistol, snatch your gun, snatch your taser, or take something and throw at you, correct not? So there's also a dangers. But don't worry, all of you, if you're going for police and army, you are trained to do some armed combat and combat tactics training to protect yourself, to protect the victims, to protect the country, to protect the citizens. All right, thank you so much for you. This collective now, we have done this. Have we read this? No, right? Did we read this last week? No, right? Yes or no? Hello? 祝你，我们有读吗？我忘记了。没有哦。
I think we did.
You did, huh? Okay, thank you. So we are using this collective nouns, okay, that we have done here to form sentences like that, okay? Now, I want you to do this here as a practice, huh? So guess the collective noun. So please do now. I'll come back to you. I'll get some water, okay? Go and select the collective nouns.
Uncle Raymond, so we find the collective now, right?
Yes, yes, correct, yes.
The collective noun.
Yes, correct, the collective nouns.
What is a collective noun?
Hello, brother, the past 3 weeks you've been doing this collective noun, you forgot already.
I was sick yesterday.
No,
Oh.
not yesterday. We have been doing the past few lessons.
Yeah, I was sick last week.
You came.
Yeah, I was, but I was like very sick.
Oh yeah. I know because you are sick of me, ma. Okay. All right. But I'm not sick of you, lah. Okay, collective 呢就是 a group of things 这样懂吗？看得到吗？懂哦？It's good to ask now. What happened? Imagine you're coming out exam like that. All right.
Uncle Raymond.
Yes.
I can't see the sentences.
Oh yeah. Sorry. The junior also never tell me. Sorry.
Okay.
Thanks. Sorry. Yeah, okay, thanks.
Mm.
Okay, wow, that's fast. Who's that? Oh no, this is not number and group. No, sorry, leh. You're supposed to change a number of people listening to a concert. You have to change the number of people to another words. Sorry, Junie. Are you there, Junie? It's not number and collection, and not easy, not like that. You have to change, that means a number of people, then you change to what is listening to a lecture, 明白意思吗? A spectator, a crowd, something like that. 明白吗, Han A spectator, a crowd. Okay, a group of people who sing in the church. So it cannot be group, so not easy, not like that. You must what? A singer, something like that, okay? You know what I mean? Okay, so please do again. Okay? Okay, change. This one also help you in the summary writing, Hanye and Junie. So when this word now, you say a number of people, you say you change the number. The first one is what? What is the answer for first one?
Number.
No, audience.
I thought it's the other way around.
No, audience listening. So you see, a number of people, 4 words minus the 1, you say 3 words already, my dear. 明白吗？
Oh, okay.
So cloud 是
Sorry.
错了，就你错了，第一个 cloud 是错了。
Then everything wrong 了啦。
对 ，audience listening to a lecture。明白吗？就是这个是，其实我现在教你做 summary writing，把很长的 sentence 改短。That's why collective nouns 很好用，明白吗？就你现在因为你的 set 3跟 set 4的 summary 越来越难了，所以会应用到很多那些 grammar 不一样的，所以 collective nouns free spot 这些全部就是用 vocab word， 现在是 test on the vocab words 而已。再来一次，我第一个是 audience listening to a concert。So the second one will be what? Who is singing in the choir? A church. Oh my goodness, I give you an answer already. ，OK， 很简单。This is from who From Juni, right? Okay, then 韩业 one 呢？韩业还没有出韩业。We'll see the answer later on.
Oh wait, it just disappeared? Oh no.
No, I disappeared. It's still there. It's still there.
No. I just now wrote something and it just disappeared.
Okay. Don't stress, bro.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm done. Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. I think I pressed Control C just now.
I didn't see it. Okay, good. 来，答案出来了，自己 check 一下。第二个是鸡蛋呢？哪里有答案出来 ？Sorry I haven't taken my dinner yet, so sorry. So a bit blur. Okay, this one here go. Audience, choir, jury, sets, anthology, library. Okay, see a collection of points called anthologies. Cluster, a number of grapes. Cluster, poetry. Ducks, chicken, fruit, poetry. Boat, pride, a pride of lions. Constellations of the skies, all the stars. 一闪一闪亮晶晶，Junyi and Hanye 在星星。Oh my God, what kind of song is this? Don't look at me like that, Junyi. Culture, rockery, colony. Oh, rookery and colony, sorry. Oh my goodness, this is the first time, honestly, I've been teaching for so long. I hear that a group of penguin is a kuku. Usually it's not called this colony. Yeah, I will use a cluster or okay, a show of fish, yes. 几个对? A group of penguins is cluster, man. I thought it's a cluster, a school of penguins. It's a school of penguins. Okay, something new, huh? How many correct, my dear?
Mm,
祝你几个对?
I think my answer is the same as Junyu one. Like mostly similar, I think.
Oh, really, huh? Yeah, huh? You copy each other, huh?
Hmm?
I sent it first, by the way.
Yeah, you copy each other, is it? No lah, just kidding lah. Don't take it so serious, come on. I
Okay.
trust you have been with me for 2 years already, for 100, you're with me 2 years, Set 1 and 2, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, set 1 and 2, I trust you, bro. And also, June, you also start late in last year, so. How many correct? I just want to know. Just curious, Hanye and June, will you be continuing in November and December or what? Or stop for a while or continue in January?
I don't know. If I have time,
Sorry, June.
if I have time,
啊？你讲很快，我听不到。
I will continue if I have time.
If you have time. Set 3, I don't know what is your time because you are playing table tennis, Yeah, so to be honest, set 3 will be next year on every Thursday, Okay, set 3 will be on Thursday night, not Friday, Friday is on my set 1. No, my set 2. So very funny, not very funny. It will be like that. Wednesday will be set 4. Thursday will be set 3. Friday will be set 2. Saturday will be set 1. So it's 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this is easier for me. Hanye, will you be continuing November, December, or what? Or January, or stop, or what?
I think I'll continue, but then I might go for
A
I
break.
might go for holiday.
When? China, of course, please go back and visit your relative,
I'm not sure when.
Okay, never mind. Enjoy yourself and please take a picture, send your report book result to me, or don't mind 2 of you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Can
Yeah.
quick 嘞，几个对？我要去吃饭了。And don't forget, if you are continue or not, this December I have a year-end party, please come, 带你的弟弟来韩野。带你的弟弟来。
弟弟。
your brother.
Oh.
29th of December, most likely. 29th or 30th of December. I will send out the RSVP to all of you.
Okay.
Thank you.
几
个对。Can you unmute your speaker from another video?
Oh, okay.
几个对，快点！
I think 10.
你到底有没有算的？你不要浪费我时间，快点！你要看那个东西，你快点跟我讲你的 humming 给我，
1,
你拜拜。
2, 3. No, 2.
2个对而已啊。
3.
就你我们的 class 有一个绝对，
4.
4个对而已啊。
I think so.
Okay. So you realize this collective nouns is very, very useful. I hope you can use it wherever you can in your compositions. Of course, now you can see that this one can help you see an audience of listener, which is an audience of like this one. Okay, like this one, a lecture. Okay, an audience of people listening to a lectures. So this collective now, you don't look at it, it's like for primary school, but you can use it for your O level and your A level in the futures. Like this one, a Beverly of ladies, 就是三五成群的女孩子啊。Can you write down this one, please? This one usually like to come out in the exam. Okay, before I go off, this one, a Beverly of ladies. Write down, a Beverly of ladies. Hanye, are you writing down? A Beverly of ladies 就是三五成群的三到五个女孩子，就是说 A bevy of ladies was walking down in Orchard Road, buying a lot of expensive bags. Okay, a line of kings, you know, just want to share a congregation of worshipper. Christmas is coming, so this congregation of worshipper will go to where? Church, of course, right? To pray to who? Our dear friend Jesus Christ. A caravan of gypsy 就是那些人travel from place to place on a kind of a horse cart or cow, or maybe now the latest is their caravan. That's caravan 就是那个车 they travel all this, okay? 还有谁啊？ a horde of savages. This one is very often used. An army of musicians, an army of soldiers, a patrol of policemen. These two, take note, sometimes it might come out in your comprehension passage. Okay, take note of all these two words here: a points of policemen, a regiment of soldiers. You see, a regiment, an army, or platoon of soldiers, okay, or a company of soldiers, okay, or company of soldiers, a section of soldiers, or staff of employees, a team of players. Okay, all these are very what? A bunch of crocs. Okay, a body of men, a class of students, then a choir of singers came out just now in their test, the practice, not test, practice, no more test. Don't call it the test. All right, so thank you very much for the two of you coming today. This is the last lesson for this month topic, police and soldier. Next month, we're going to cover air, land, and sea. You know what happened, Honey and Judy? These topics is very important for next in 2026 for your social study. And guess what? That's to share with you. This year, the O-level student told me that exam came out on social media. Remember last few months, we talked about mass media versus social media. It came out. And one of the editing passage was talking about festival. It came out a few months ago. And last year, we talked about relationship. It came out in also in the comprehension passage. So all in all, you see, every month we cover. This set 4 students are with me since 2020, 4 years. You saw some of them that time your party, you saw the Hanling, right, in your school one, Zhongzhen one, and then a few of them from set 1 to set 4. And these guys are going to study law in Poly, and the other one is also some cyber information security. So every month there are different topics. So for the past 4 years, Honey and Judy, they have been covering about 45 topics before they attend their O-levels. And thank God it happened to be so lucky. I use the word lucky and coincident, and so nice that they came out in their O-level exam. Okay, so yep.